Hello guys, and welcome to another Red Life Studio episode. Please subscribe and give me a like, and share my videos if you're enjoying them. Also, feel free to leave me a comment below. Now let's begin with today's stories.
My ex-girlfriend cheated on me and I found out all in the same day. Me and my now ex-girlfriend were together all of about 8 months. We had an amazing few months together and there was nothing to suggest what was going to happen next. Before I started dating her, I was trying to convince her to get out of a toxic relationship that she was stuck in because I had a thing for her. Her boyfriend at the time would make horrible comments like, "Don't wear that, it makes you look fat," and "Wow, you really need to go to the gym." She was a pretty slender girl, so these comments didn't make sense and were outright uncalled for. Eventually, he decided that he no longer wanted to be with her and she was so upset about it. I tried my best to keep her grounded, but it was a lot for her to go through as they had dated for a year and a half before that point. About a week after they broke up, I started talking to her and brought up that I liked her and said that I know that it isn't the right time to tell you, but I really like you. She disagreed with me and told me that she liked me too, and we got together. It was a great couple of months. We celebrated Christmas together. We went on an amazing date for Valentine's. But all it took was one day to destroy it all. The morning of August 1st, 2023, I woke up as any normal day and did normal day things. The day before I had agreed to meet her, but unfortunately my car had broken, so public transport was my only option. The time difference was an hour and a half, so instead of meeting her at midday, I agreed to meet her at 2 o'clock. She agreed that that sounded good and that she had something she needed to do that morning anyway. If only I knew what that thing was. While I was getting ready to leave, she had left the house to meet up with her ex-boyfriend due to how long it would be taking me to get there. Little did I know that they had been talking to each other and meeting up frequently for the best part of 3 months, and I had no idea. After she had seen her ex, I had shown up at the house and we had had something to eat and went upstairs to her room. Sat on her bed watching Peaky Blinders on the Xbox with a bowl of popcorn was a vibe. At about 5:30, she received a message on her Xbox from her ex saying, "Just got home, thanks for today, I love you XX." I had no words, I didn't know what to say. I had my arm around her as I read that message. Sat in her bed, 2 hours away from home. I froze for a bit and then moved away from her. I persistently asked to see the messages on her phone that they had been having, and she eventually showed me them. I decided that the best idea was to leave her house and go home as I couldn't stand to look at her. This was a crazy situation. I read through Reddit stories in disbelief sometimes and tell myself it can't be real, but then it happens to you and you realize that the world isn't as good as it should be. Edit. Thank you to everybody for your support and concern on the post. I would now like to reveal that this is my mate's story that he didn't want to put on his own Reddit. All comment responses are from him and will continue to be from he, but we thank you for your support in this difficult time. Now for the next story. Found out XGF cheated on me and is now together with that guy. This is going to be a longer one, I need to vent. 5 months ago my 27M XGF 22F suddenly broke up with me. She was very cold and cruel and already distant the time before the breakup. She stated that it was because of me, that I wasn't a real man and too negative, etc. She also stated that we could try again and have a year and that she wanted us to be friends in the future. I begged and pleaded and wrote her a letter, all the stuff you shouldn't do. I've gone no contact for 4 months and began dating another girl. After some time the no contact and not knowing why screwed with my head and I wanted to sort things out. Who knows, maybe we could still be on friendly terms in the future. Plus I still had a little bit of hope left in me, that maybe she would regret her decision and we could start again. So I broke no contact. She soon told me that she started dating the guy I was always suspicious of soon after the breakup and is now together with him. I asked her on different occasions about that guy. While everything was still great between us, we went to the gym together, but she trained with him regularly too. Movie nights every Friday at this guy's place, with another female friend of hers, but anyway. I think she went partying with him too. He was a fellow student of her. I told her that I found it a little strange and that I trust her completely, but not that guy. She assured me that he wasn't into her and that he was only a friend. God, I wish I had told some of my friends about this. The writings were on the wall, I just didn't want to see it. The weeks before the breakup were harsh because of a lot of stress on both sides and unnecessary fighting, because she was nagging about everything about me for 2 years straight. The weekend before the breakup, I wanted to call it quits because she stated that she was unsure of her feelings, and that of course wasn't enough for me. But she started crying and said she wanted to fix things like they used to be, that she loved me and wanted me to hug her. When I held my crying GF, I just couldn't break up. I believed her. That was on a Sunday. Tuesday I visited her in her apartment in the city she studies in and we had sex. Wednesday she made out with that other guy or fucked him, and the following day she fucked him for sure. Friday she fucked him too and broke up with me soon afterwards. She stated all these false reasons that it's my fault because, I quote, she couldn't handle my justified criticism at that time. She only told me that she loved me because she wasn't ready for a breakup. She was nagging for 2 years straight, despite me being a, I quote, loving, affectionate and understanding boyfriend, because she started to develop feelings for the other guy. I know that because she told me, after I kept asking. Who knows what else there is she didn't want to say. I have suffered for months because I really thought that something's wrong with me. I have worked on myself for her. She still wants to be friends after I forgive her and insists that she really likes me. I don't get it. How can she say something like this and hurt me so much? It's like a mental disorder. What really hurts is that the first 5 years of the relationship were perfect. December 10th, she looked at me the way a fat slob looks at a family-sized pizza with double cheese. And then she just destroyed everything because of this sneaky fucker. 7 years together and it ends like a shitty joke. Guys, when you have a bad feeling like I did, tell your friends about it and listen to them. You are not able to judge objectively in that moment. You always think that your so is different and special and that you're the one exception. Sorry for shitty English, not a native speaker. Life sucks right now. If you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more of it and support the channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications.